As quilters, what's our favorite type of thread? Cotton thread. Why do quilters love cotton thread? Because we're using cotton fabric. Why is that important? A strength issue, the seam strength issue. What else? Shrinkage. It doesn't melt. So what would happen, I'm going to pass out some thread as we talk here. I'm going to come up and down the aisles. So there are a couple rules. Don't burn it and don't break it. This is your first test. Please grab those, and as fast as you can, if you're faster than I am, pass it down 2 or 3 people. And those who are on the edge get to have fun here. And I've always been embarrassed to tell people my job is selling thread or doing thread seminar. That's kind of embarrassing to my kids. My new job description now is I tie up ladies. There's 2 of them. Grab them both. Okay, let's go back to thread. And let's go back to cotton. As quilters, we love cotton. As we talk about cotton thread, there's a lot of reasons why quilters love cotton. We heard a couple of them. We heard that I use cotton because, grab it and pass it down a few people, because the fabric is cotton. What happens if I would put polyester in my quilt? It can cut the fabric. Have you heard that? We hear that all the time. Don't use grab that and pass it down. Grab them both and pass them down. Don't use polyester because it will tear through the fabric. That's the most common reason that we hear. Grab the white one too. As you have these 2 strands in your hand, hold it up to the light, lick it, smell it, taste it, feel it. Your first test question is to guess the fiber types. This is not a trick question. I guarantee this is not a trick question. You have a black one, you have a white one, and your test question number 1 is which one is cotton, which one is polyester. I guarantee one is 100% poly, one is 100% cotton. Hold it up to the light. Feel it, smell it. This is the thread laboratory. Which one is cotton? Black. How did you know that? The black one has bumps on it. It's fuzzy. Good thing you came to school today. You all flunked. Yeah, after I tell the answer, somebody always says they got it right. This is like correct your own test in school. The black one is polyester. The white one is cotton. Now, hold on to it just for another minute. Let's go. The black one is polyester. Nope, it is not cotton wrap. It's 100% poly. The white one is cotton. But hold on, don't break them yet. Let's go back to what we hear quite a bit. Don't you dare use polyester in my quilt because it will tear the fabric. Rumor or myth. We're going to prove that myth is nothing other than a myth. It is a myth. It is wrong. If one would tear through the fabric, think of a tug of war. The strongest team will win in a tug of war. If you had a super flimsy fabric, loosely woven fibers, and a very, very strong thread, it is true that it might tear through. I've heard that rumor every single week of my thread career life. I have never seen a quilt where the thread has torn through just because it's thread, strong thread. Maybe it was snagged. I've seen some torn quilts, but not because of the thread. It's a tug of war, right? If you had good, strong fabric and a medium to a good thread, it shouldn't tear through. They're made to work together. That makes sense, right? Break the black one. This one is polyester. Break it? Yes, break it, and you'll notice it's pretty durable thread. We know polyester is pretty durable. Now break the white one and tell me which one's stronger. The white one. And guess what white was? It's the cotton one. If you had 2 quilts done with these threads, one white, one black, and if it were true that a thread could possibly tear through the fabric, it's a tug of war. The strongest one would do it first, and the strongest one was which? It was cotton. So that proves the fiber type does not cause tearing. Just because it says polyester on it does not mean it's going to be bad for your quilt. I'm not trying to convince you to go with poly. I love cotton, I love poly, I love all threads. It's my job. It will not tear through based on the fact only because it is polyester. It is perfectly fine to use that. Let's imagine we made two quilts, one with the black, one with the white. These two quilts are going to get extreme use. Every day after school, Johnny comes home from school, jumps on the bed with his muddy shoes on, jumps from the white threaded quilt, jumps to the black threaded quilt. Mom washes the quilts every day. She takes them outside, hangs them over the clothesline, beats them until they're dry, and after 5 years, these quilts are pretty much shot. You can hold them up and almost see through them. If it were true that a thread would start to tear through the fabric, the strongest one would win, and it was the white one, which was cotton, right? If anyone ever tells you, do not use polyester in your quilt because it will tear through the fabric, I expect you to stand up, wave your diploma in their face, and say, I have a PhD in threadology from Dr. Bob. I know that is not true. Are you convinced? Yeah. If you like cotton, absolutely no problem. If you like poly, absolutely no problem. You can use whatever you want. Got back from the quilt shop. Now I gotta hide myself.